They say that memories last a lifetime. They could be a photograph, a video, an experience that one had in their lives. But great memories, they do not happen every day. And when they do, they are special. Tonight, special memories will be made. It's senior night at Spencer County High School, and we are going to celebrate the careers of 6 players and a student manager who will be leaving their blood, sweat, and tears on this floor for the final time in uniform. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Taylorsville, Kentucky, on the campus of Spencer County High School. He is John Hutchins. I am Bo Bruner, and we're here with the GHP-SPORTS crew to bring you the final home game of the year for Spencer County boys basketball. And, John, it's been a heck of a year. The Bears have had their ups and downs, but this squad is led by a group of seniors that have the scars from being through the wars, and that experience has kept this team moving forward, and they're now on a 10-game win streak.
Bo, I always look forward to these nights, but in a way I hate to see them come. This group of boys has been such a great group for us to follow here at GHP Sports, and we look for tonight to be a good send-off for each one of them. Bo, as you alluded to, the season hasn't always been a bed of roses this year. Early in the year, these Bears, they faced a schedule that would have made, really, honestly, a lot of grown men cry. I think facing that, it was pretty rough. But the hard work that was put into those games, they've made this team more gritty and calloused, and they're really more gritty and calloused than I think I've ever seen the Spencer County team be. Any way you look at it, tonight, it's going to be an emotional goodbye to playing within the confines of Spencer County High School Gymnasium.
We are going to have the basketball team and the dance team. And I tell you what, John, we're going to take a quick break so we can get back and make sure that we do have a timeout called here in this JV game. Yeah. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll show you the senior night, and also we'll talk about that Bullitt East win on Tuesday night.
Yep.
We'll have all that more right here on GHP Sports.
Oh, boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you dig.
The Cooperative Extension Office is here to serve all residents of Spencer County with educational and research-based programs. We offer programs for youth 5 to 18 years old through our 4-H program, where youth can make the best bet for free soil testing, and if you love to get your hands dirty, consider becoming a master gardener. We also offer programs for prevention, wellness, and individual family development, or you can check out our homemaker groups. We are located at 100 Oak Tree Way off Highway 44 in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Come in and see us or check us out on our website or Facebook.
At Acadia Counseling, we offer a professional, down-to-earth approach for adults, families, couples, and adolescents who are looking for lasting results in a non-judgmental environment. Located in St. Matthews and offering telehealth straight to your phone or Wi-Fi enabled smart device, Acadia Counseling offers evening and weekend appointments. Give us a call or schedule from our website and create a brighter future for yourself or a loved one.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. John, it's senior night tonight for 7 individuals on the basketball squad who will long be remembered in these hallways. You got Adam Medley, Kellen Marksbury, Drew Barron, Dawson Barr. They've been here since day one.
Yeah.
And then Cam and Luke, they came here their sophomore year. Cam from the Hardin County area. Luke played his freshman year at Cal. And then their junior year, Keaton Baird joined the group from Collins, and they have meshed perfectly into a group that if things fall just the right way, they could leave here as the winningest senior class in Spencer County High School history.
That would be quite an accomplishment, too, if they could reach that mark. For these boys to have ended up playing together after having some of them come from other schools, it's kind of surreal, really, to get the group that we have of seniors this year. There are coaches out there, Bo, that, I mean, in a lifetime, have never had a senior class with this kind of talent come through their program before. But you know what they say, Bo? It's not how you get to the end of the rainbow, just as long as you beat the leprechaun. And that's what Coach Burns has been able to do. He's been able to get to that pot of gold first with this senior class. And, again, this is a senior class. You mentioned 10-game winning streak they've got going right now. We're headed into district play here very shortly, the district tournament, and with aspirations of not only the regional tournament, but maybe even the Sweet 16 in Rupp Arena.
As we are now 4.5 seconds, they say they're going to start this immediately, so John and I will get out of your ears and let Mr. Stephen Hume take that over as Bardstown will dribble out the clock and get the JV victory tonight for Bardstown, 52-44, although Spencer County, John, had a couple guys didn't dress JV that normally do because
they won
we talk about these 6 seniors leaving. The cupboard is not empty.
No, it's not.
Spencer County last week we mentioned on here that they won the freshman district tournament last week, and then today both the boys and the girls won the JV district tournament.
Yeah, and that's awesome.
So
it's awesome, and it's setting up the storybook ending with the varsities both to play their district tournaments yet. So it's a great job by both of those teams. As you mentioned, a few boys that normally would play JV didn't dress for this JV game against Bardstown, trying to save their legs a little bit for the game tonight because they also dress varsity. And it's just really cool to see that. We got a chance to even talk to Coach Kayla, from the JV girls team. She's here and was here early, and congratulate her and everything that they were able to do with the JV girls. And it shows not just good teams. It shows that we actually have programs that are good programs that are building. And Spencer County, everybody out there, fans of these Bears, fans of the Lady Bears, you got a lot to look forward to in the next few years.
We're also doing the dance team tonight, and I'll go ahead and mention those ladies' names: Haley Suttles, Ella Thompson, Ava Eberthauser, Ryan Truax, Kate Brove, and Tia Edvardson. And Tia is actually a junior, John, we're told, but a foreign exchange student. So they're going to let her go through senior ceremonies, which I think is kind of cool. They let her do that.
It's just being part of the group and being involved the way she has, even for this year, to be able to do that and to be just recognized for her accomplishments of being here. I believe she's from Finland, if I remember right. But still, it's pretty cool that they get that opportunity to recognize her as well. And so Norway, I'm hearing in my ear Norway is where she's from. I was in the ballpark. Geographically, I was close. I mean, come on.
At this time, we're going to pass it down to Mr. Stephen Hume, our PA announcer, and he will be doing the Senior Day festivities.
First up, this is high school dance team. Kate Brove. Eva and Haley Robert from the group at the festival. Playing at the high school, Christina Union and Bill Hodgson. Special thanks to our parents, coaches, and teammates for a great 4 years. I will miss all of you. Once again, Kate Brove. Eva Eberthausen. Hauser. Eva's being escorted by her mom, Evelyn, sisters, Aaliyah, Olivia, and Ashley, and brother Mike. Favorite athletic moment, beating Highlands at the regionals. Plans after high school to pursue a degree in biology and become a neurosurgeon. Special thanks to my coaches, Alex, Meredith, and Kins. Once again, Eva Eberthauser. Taya Evertson. Being escorted by her host parents, Mindy Earnshaw, and host siblings, Avery and Nash. Favorite high school athletic moment, my first high school game. Plans after high school is to go home to Norway and go to college. Special thanks to my host family and friends. Taya Edverson. Haley Suttles. Haley's being escorted by Tracy and Larry Suttles and little sister Kinley. Favorite athletic moment, setting out my first game while eating chips and salsa and talking to my friends. Plans after high school is to pursue a degree in dental hygiene. Special thanks to my parents, coaches, and teammates for 4 awesome years. Once again, Haley Suttles. Ella Thompson. Being escorted by her parents, Dee and Ari Thompson. Siblings Annabelle and Aiden. Favorite athletic moment is when Haley, Kate, and I were late to practice because of our Taco Bell interview. Plans after high school is occupational therapy school. Special thanks to my friends Haley, Kate, and Eva. Once again, Ella Thompson. Ryan Truax. Being escorted by her parents, Stephanie and Jeremy Truax, and her 2 sisters, Emily and Presley. Favorite athletic moment, when Rihanna's ponytail hair extension flew off at our first competition. Plans after high school is to attend the University of Kentucky to obtain a bachelor's degree and major in agricultural hospitality management and tourism with a minor in agricultural economics. Special thanks to my mom for always pushing me to stay motivated, my coaches Sabrina, Alex, Kins, and Meredith, and my teammates for all their hard work in making this the best season yet. Once again, Ryan Truax. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's give our Spencer County High School senior dance a big round of applause. And we'd like to get together for a group picture, if we can all meet in the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to celebrate our Spencer County High School Bears basketball team seniors. First up, Keaton Baird, escorted by his parents Keith and Vicki Baird, grandmother Anna Mae Sanford, and siblings Tanner and Amelia. Favorite moment, making the comeback of the century against Oldham County. Plans after high school is to go play college basketball somewhere. Special thanks to my mom and dad for pushing me to making me the man I am today. Thanks to Coach Burns and the staff for believing in me and pushing me day in and day out. Thanks to the entire team for accepting me from the day I got here. Once again, Keaton Baird. Dawson Barr. Dawson's being escorted by his mom, Amy, sister, Lauren, and dad, Shane. Favorite athletic moment? He don't have a favorite athletic moment. Every moment with the team has been memorable, and I cannot pick one moment that was my favorite. I have enjoyed getting to be a part of the team and being a part of the basketball team. Plans after high school is to go to college and get a bachelor's degree in business, and then get my real estate license and become a real estate agent. I want to thank all the coaches for allowing me to be a part of the team for 3 years as a manager. I want to thank all the players for making it an enjoyable 3 years at a game and practices. Finally, I want to thank my family for getting me to where I need to be. Once again, Dawson Barr. Drew Barron. Drew is being escorted by his mom, Courtney, dad, Chris, and sister, Kylie. Favorite athletic moment, Keaton launching the ball in the air at the roof against Mel. Plans after high school is to go to college and study business. Special thanks to all my coaches and teammates who have made the past 4 years special. Once again, Drew Barron. Cam Cox. Cam is being escorted by his mom and dad, Wayne and Christy Cox. Favorite athletic moment, the Nightmare road trip last Christmas. Plans after high school is to play basketball at Ohio Dominican. Special thanks to our community and supporters, and especially the Den, the best student section in the state. Once again, Cam Cox. Luke Earhart. Luke's being escorted by his parents, Aaron and Jill Earhart. Siblings, Skylar, Seth, Natalia, Sari, and Thad. Favorite athletic moment, Gatlinburg Christmas Tournament sophomore year. Plans after high school is undecided, but I know God will put me on the right path. Special thanks to God first and foremost. Thanks to my mom and dad for everything they've done. And thank you to coaches and everyone who has supported me through my high school basketball career. Once again, Luke Earhart. Kellen Marksberry. Kellen's being escorted by his mom and dad, Mike and Cheryl Marksberry. Favorite athletic moment, beating Mel in the King of the Bluegrass, the first King of the Bluegrass win. Plans after high school is to attend Georgetown College and play college football. Special thanks to my parents, coaches, and all my teammates. Once again, Kellen Marksberry. Adam Medley. Adam's being escorted by his mom and dad, Shannon and Mike. Favorite athletic moment, coming back against Oldham County and winning in overtime. Plans after high school is to go to UAK and get a degree in accounting to become a CPA. Special thanks to my teammates and coaches that have made the past 4 years fun. Once again, Adam Medley. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's please have a round of applause for all our 2024 basketball seniors.
Congratulations once again to our 6 seniors and Dawson Barr. And Dawson, just as big a part of this, John, as any of the players out there on the floor. What all he does behind the scenes. But you know what, John, here at GHP Sports, we'd like to also congratulate and say thanks to our seniors.
Yeah.
Morgan Owens, Kalen Cook, Thomas Fox. You know, these three, again, I say it all the time, me and John's got the easy job. All we have to do is sit here and talk.
Yeah.
These are the ones behind the scenes that you guys don't see that does all the work.
Yeah, set up, the carry-in of stuff, getting everything working, running. I mean, it's amazing what they do.
And Morgan, she has done a multitude of different things for us here at GHP Sports. Everything from sideline reporter, where she gives us insight to what the coaches are thinking, to working in the trailer, packing in equipment, tear up, everything like that.
Yep.
Kaylin is the only one that knows how to put this thing together other than Charlie and Ryan.
Oh, she's the Swiss Army knife of them out there to be able to do the things that she does.
If you guys probably don't know the behind the scenes, but the Collins game during football season,
oh, yeah.
Charlie was homesick. Ryan was off doing another show, and there was a brief time where we wasn't going to get to do the Collins game.
Right.
And John and I talked Charlie into letting us come get the trailer, and, Kaylin can put it together. And,
yep.
And she not only done it once, she had to do it twice because the lightning delay on Friday night. Had to go back and do it again Saturday. But that was a big overtaking for her to do that. But we appreciate everything she does. And then Thomas Fox. Thomas joined the crew this year.
Yep.
Been a tremendous help. Runs cameras. He's out in the trailer doing things. He's helped with tear up and tear down and set up. And
I was going to say, I hope it ain't getting tore up.
If they let me and you do it, it'd be tore up.
It would be. Yeah, we're better off doing what we do.
We don't bring you these broadcasts without their help. And, guys, I want you to know, and I'll speak for John here, we appreciate everything you do, and we don't tell you that enough.
Yeah.
Wish you luck in all your future endeavors, and go show the world what you're made of, but you're going to be greatly missed here.
Oh, they are. They are. And it's something that I know Charlie, just like Coach Burns or Coach Marksberry or Coach Howie, something that he has to deal with every year is he loses a few kids that graduate, and trying to replace that experience and trying to get new people trained up to be able to do what they do here. And it is amazing, absolutely amazing what some of these kids can do with this equipment.
Well, John, let's go over Tuesday.
Oh, one quick mention. You all got to see the senior festivities.
Oh, yeah.
Credit to these ladies, these mothers.
All the moms.
They came out Thursday night to decorate, and then the game got postponed. Took stuff down, had to come back here again today, and it's phenomenal. The pictures that are set up out in the hallway, the balloons, the gifts, everything that they had right there, even off to our right on the stage. This display of jerseys that blows me away.
That
is awesome.
And I wish everybody at home could see the pictures that we've seen out in the hallway of these guys. Some of them are just normal basketball pictures, but Keaton, he's got an overload of pictures out there. Some of them are really, really good. I wish everybody could see them.
But this is just like our kids, just like these basketball players. We're going to miss these kids.
So let's talk about Tuesday night's victory over Bullitt East.
All right.
John, it was another one of those special nights. We talk about it here all the time, just like tonight. The Bears paid homage to the past, wore special Taylorsville High School uniforms, and who better to defeat than an old district rival in Bullitt East? And heck, we even had Spencer County historian and retired teacher Bland Baird up here with us.
Yeah, and we want to say a big thank you to everyone who helped out and giving us information about Taylorsville High School. We kind of put a plea out on the air.
Please.
If you know anything, help us out. Hit up our Facebook page. Give us a way to get a hold of you. And the outpouring of information, it was great. But, Bo, having Bland be able to come up here at halftime, that was a special moment.
You know it's big, too, if Bland gives up his UK tickets
he did.
to come.
Yeah, well, or the fact that UK's not playing very good defense right now. That could be part of it, too. But even though we only got a few minutes with Bland, it was great to hear from him, to hear about some of the past, to see some of the road that was paved to get us to where we are today with Spencer County High School. It was phenomenal.
Spencer County led most of that game, John. Extremely physical game, stretching the lead to 10 a couple of times, only to see the Chargers battle back. But every time the Chargers battled back, Spencer County answered the bell, eventually pulling out to a 71-64 victory, improving their record to 17-8 on the season, extending that winning streak to 10 games. But the shooting overall kind of cooled off a little bit. The Bears were 20 of 48 from the field, 42%. But from three, they continued the hot hand, making 8 of 20 for 40% and 23 of 26 from the line for 89%.
Yep.
And, John, that's 35 of 38 the last two games from the free throw line from this Spencer County team. and that's going to win you a lot of games down the stretch. John and I went back and looked. I went back and looked. Since the South Oldham game back on January 30th, that's over the last 5 games, this team has shot 42% from 3, 56% from 2, and 89% from the free throw line.
Yep.
If they play any defense at all, this team's going to be a tough outcome tournament time.
The Bears are peaking at the right time. You know, we talked about at the beginning of pregame how they had that little bit of a rough schedule that, like I said, would make a grown man cry, and it really would. And how they had to deal with that adversity of playing some of those tough teams to get them to where they are right now. Much of what we've seen so far from players like Luke Earhart, Cam Cox, it's been consistent all year. But what I feel has changed in the last half of the season has been the play of Keaton Baird and Jack Armstrong. Those 2 post players have allowed the Bears to find other ways to attack defenses. With those 2 being such a scoring threat down low, teams are finding it hard to guard Earhart and Cox. They're not able to stretch out that defense a little bit, leaving a lot of holes. And with that much space for the offense to work with those big holes left by the defense, we got a lot of good things going both inside and outside with our shooting game.
Cam Cox did lead the Bears Tuesday night with 25. Luke Earhart had 21. And our Trevor Brown Construction Player of the Game, Keaton Baird, 16 points, 10 rebounds, despite John sitting almost the whole third quarter after picking up his 4th foul about 30 seconds into the second half.
Yeah, and you and I talked about this after the game. Can you imagine what would have been if Keaton had been able to play the entire game? We were playing a Bullitt East team that across the lineup had a height advantage on us, and you would think having Baird sitting for the third quarter would have given the Chargers a chance to not only get back in the game, but maybe even take the lead. Coach Burns did a great job using his bench and keeping just enough pressure on them not to allow that to happen. But, Bo, if you consider Keaton's stats, if he'd been able to play that entire game, he would have had somewhere around maybe 21, 22 points at the clip he was scoring, and also 13, maybe 14 rebounds. And so that's awesome for the time that we actually did have him on the floor. I know people have heard us say it before, but you and I both agree at the start of the season, we said that Keaton Baird would be the key, or not the key, but a key to the success of the Bears this year. And in fact, since the beginning of January, since we've seen this team turn over that calendar, come back from the tournament in Florida over Christmas, Keaton has actually averaged 14.3 points a game and also 6.8 rebounds a game. What that shows us is Baird, he's been up to the challenge, and his play has been a huge part of this 10-game win streak that the Bears have going on right now.
We are going to step away for just a minute, but when we return, we'll get to know the Bardstown Tigers as we are about 14 minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Bears basketball on GHP Sports. The People's Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the SCHS Bears. The People's Bank is an independent, local community bank dedicated to serving Spencer and surrounding counties. At the People's Bank, we are here to serve you with deposit accounts, mortgage loans, construction and land loans, as well as business and personal loans. The People's Bank is conveniently located with 2 locations, 23 West Main Street in historic downtown Taylorsville, and a branch at 5511 Taylorsville Road in Fisherville. Or you can visit us at our website, www.tpbtaylorsville.com. Banking excellence since 1903. The People's Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
When you look for a veterinarian for your 4-legged friends, you want not only the best care, but also someone who loves your pets as much as you do. At Bourbon City Animal Hospital, we know your pets are family. That's why we treat you like you're a part of ours. Find us at 101 Buchanan Boulevard, Suite 1 in historic Bardstown, Kentucky, or on the web at bourboncityanimalhospital.com.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School on senior night as Spencer County gets ready to take on the visiting Bardstown Tigers. from the 5th region. And, John, this is another one of those teams that may not be in our region, but the teams are familiar with each other.
Yep.
Bardstown Middle School and Spencer County Middle School play in the same conference. So some of these guys are familiar with each other.
Yeah.
So let's get to know the Tigers. They are 12-13 on the season, but are currently on a 2-game winning streak after victories last week over Marion County and North Bullitt. Now, since the late 90s, even as close as they are in distance, Spencer County and Bardstown have only met 4 times. Spencer County owns a 3-1 record in those games, all of them since 2017. The Bears won a close one last year at Bardstown, 58-55. Earhart led the Bears with 17. Cox had 15. Jonathan Combs 12. And Keaton Barrett came off the bench to give the Bears 6 points and 7 rebounds. Now, they are coached by a name that people should be familiar with, James Boo Brewer. And anyone that's been around here long enough knows that name. He's an alumnus of Bardstown High School, where his senior year he set the all-time school record for scoring. In 1988, he finished runner-up behind Richie Farmer in the Kentucky Mr. Basketball voting. Went on to play 4 years at U of L under Coach Denny Crum, and then played professionally overseas for many years. He returned home to get into coaching, took over his alma mater at Bardstown in 2010. And John, since 2010, listen to this.
Yeah.
This is his 14th season at Bardstown. He's compiled a career record of 281 and 200. Over the past 13 seasons leading up to this year, his teams have won 2 5th region championships and 12 19th district championships, including the last 10 in a row.
Yeah.
But now this season, Coach Brewer had to do a complete roster overhaul. Bardstown lost 9 seniors to graduation, and then expected returning leading scorer Donovan Stone transferred to Central Hardin. So, John, how do you replace all that? You go to the transfer portal because it is alive and well in high school basketball.
And I can't explain it. You know, people talk to us from time to time about a new player that showed up at this school, or now this is going to this school, and I don't know. KHSAA has rules in place about transferring and eligibility. Actually, listening to the news the other day talking about JCPS with their transportation issues, there's talk of them actually shutting down busing for traditional schools, and there's a concern for the athletic programs there because they won't have that transportation to get to the school, to other games. And then there's talk of, okay, well, our kids can't transfer to another school. I mean, they can, but if they're juniors this year, next year they're going to have to sit out their senior year. I mean, and so there's some concern about that. But, you know, KHSA, they have these rules, but obviously the rules might be made to be broken. Or there's at least some loopholes somewhere where you can get some of this stuff done when it comes to eligibility. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't when it comes to those rules. But back to this team, Coach Brewer, you know, he did have a bit of an exodus between graduation. That transfer was huge to Central Hardin that you brought up. But still, he's done a pretty good job rebuilding this team. I've talked to a couple people from down that way, and it seems to be a team that can struggle at times, but it's also a team that if they find their groove might be able to surprise you a little bit.
This roster consists of, first you have 6'4 senior shooting guard Brenton Moore. He played last year at Jeffersonville High School in Indiana. He's averaging 22.7 points a game, shoots 55% from the field, 49% from 3, and he has taken 25% of the shots that Bardstown has put up this year. That's 16 shots a game. So in other words, John, if there's daylight, it's going up.
That's right.
Also making the move from across the river in Jeff is Bradley Moore. He's a 6'5 junior. He averages 7.2 points a game. Now, if Jeffersonville, Indiana is not far enough away for you, how about the Democratic Republic of the Congo in Africa? 6'9 senior, Nice Ngandu hails from there. He made his way to the U.S. through the B. Mays Elite AAU program. And he's not been the scoring threat you might think, despite his height, but his height and length causes other teams many issues. And in the couple of games I watched, he tended to get himself in foul trouble. He's still learning the game, only played basketball for a couple years, averages 2 points, 3 rebounds a game. and does shoot 48% from the field. Now leading returnees, John, from last year's squad, 6'3" sophomore Javen Montgomery. He played in 24 games last year as a freshman, so he does have some experience. He's the team's second leading scorer at 9.5 points a game, knocks down 46% of his threes, and is the team's leading rebounder at 5.6 rebounds a game. Then there's 5'5", as all these other guys were like really, really tall.
He ruined the curve, is what he did.
You got 5'5" senior guard Tyleek Williams, otherwise known as Ty.
Yep.
And just against Bullitt East, just like against Bullitt East last week, this is another name that should sound familiar to Bears football fans. In 2022, he torched the Bears in football and had 29 touches for 310 yards, scoring all of Bardstown's touchdowns in a 32-14 rout of the Bears.
Yep.
But on the hardwood, he's averaging 4.8 points, 2.6 rebounds a game. Doesn't shoot a lot from outside, but he has made 10 of 17 from long range, and he's lightning quick. He's another one of them players, kind of like how we talk about Kellen. When it comes to defense on the floor, he's a pest.
Yeah, this is another team like many we've played before. If you've been with us and watched some of these games with GHP Sports, this is similar to a lot of these other teams, to like an Oldham County or a Walton Verona or somebody like that. This is a team that has one major scoring threat. I'm not saying other kids can't score, but by having Moore, who, as you mentioned, Bo, is averaging 22.7 points a game, Spencer County will have to make sure they know where he is at all time. The player that's really intriguing to me, though, is the Ngandu from Congo. From what we've gathered from outside sources, I'll name my outside source, actually, Eric Bowen. If you're watching this tonight, I'm talking about you. But from what I've gathered from outside sources, he has incredible height, but he plays like he's still kind of learning the game and really having a difficult time using that 6'9" frame to his advantage. Just having that basketball coordination. It's just been kind of difficult for him to get. But regardless of his lack of scoring, you still have to be concerned with his ability to go up and get rebounds. Even though the Bears, they've been shooting better than most of their opponents, we still need to be able to win the battle on the boards. It's going to be a tough task for Baird and Armstrong tonight to keep Ngandu off of the glass. But again, we played teams like this before. Spencer County does a great job locking down dangerous shooters, and we've also beaten many teams, including a Bullitt East team just there last Tuesday night, that's across the board generally taller than us. And so, long story short, this game should be business as usual for the Bears, but I look for us to get a good win and an even better send-off for these 6 seniors tonight, 7 including Dawson.
When we return, John and I will give you our final pregame thoughts as we are now about 4 minutes away from the tip here on GHP Sports.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School as the Bears get ready to take on the Tigers from Bardstown on senior night. And, John, I think tonight will be a lot like Spencer County's last game. Bardstown has 7 players, 6'3" or taller.
Yep.
And that length could cause problems for the Bears, as it did against Bullitt East at times on Tuesday night. Plus, these Tigers are a little quicker than the Chargers. I think transition defense, changing up our defense to try to keep Bardstown off balance. And how are you going to guard them when they have a front line of 6'9", 6'5", and 6'4"? I think that will be the key factors if the Bears want to extend this winning streak to 11, which would be a new school record.
Yeah, I totally agree, Bo. Spencer needs to really fight hard on the glass. I feel like if we can do that, that's going to help us go a little quicker in transition, and we can get some of these taller frontline players for the Bardstown Tigers out of position with that, with the fast break. As a whole, this Bardstown team, they don't shoot as well as some teams that we've played. Of course, we talked about Moore averaging 22.7 a game. Then it kind of falls off to around 8 or 9 points a game for the second leading scorer. But this is still a team that we need to stay with those shooters. We need to stay with those ones on the outside that we know that can hurt us. If they get daylight, it's going up. And Spencer County, from time to time, has had issue, especially in a zone-style type of a defense where they've allowed a shooter to leak out to the corner and be unguarded, and they can get up an unguarded three-pointer. Bardstown, they might be taller, but I honestly line up, that's going to be the difference of the game. Spencer County playing together as long as they have, the games that they've been in, for many years, really. We could even look at a Spencer County team that more times than not, Bo, we had teams taller than us that we were playing. I mean, last year starting at center, or actually forward, I guess would be the position technically called, with Jonathan Combs. I mean, constantly having to guard people taller than him. Spencer County's used to that height. And I think because of being used to that height, with that experience, I think we got a great shot in this one tonight.
GHP Sports would like to congratulate Luke Earhart on hitting his 300th career three-point goal on Tuesday night. And, John, he could reach another milestone tonight if things go well, but we're going to keep that one close to the vest until it happens.
Yep.
So you see what I did there?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's a tease. It makes everybody stay and watch it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go down to public address announcer Stephen Hume, and he's going to have our national anthem and our starting lineups.
Time for our starting lineups. First up, for the visiting Bardstown Tigers. At guard, a 5'8" freshman, number 20, Miles Stone. At guard, a 5'5" senior, number 1, Ty Williams. At forward, a 6'4" junior, number 4, Taki Tao Williams. At guard, a 6'2.5" sophomore. Number 10, David Montgomery. And at forward, a 6'5" junior. Number 12, Bradley Moore. Head coach of the Tigers, James Brewer. And now for your Spencer County Bears. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Kelly Marksbury. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 2, Ethan Bear. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Drew Barron. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 5, Luke Gerhardt. And at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 1, Adam Medley. And those are the Bears.
We heard there could be a starting lineup change tonight. Adam Medley starting tonight for the Bears, along with Marksbury, Earhart, Baird, and Barron. And for Bardstown, Ty Williams, Tykeem Williams, Javen Montgomery, Bradley Moore, and Miles Stone. John, the 22-point-a-game scorer, not even starting for the Tigers.
And really a very small lineup on the floor out there for Coach Brewer and the Tigers.
Tip back to Marksbury, controlled by the Bears. Tigers open up in man. Back door, Earhart, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Williams. He gets it over to Ty. Stone, back to Ty. Bears open up, man-to-man also. Try to go down low. Montgomery, turn around over Earhart, off the glass and in. Baird between the circles. Gives it over to Barron. Left-hand dribble into the lane. Shots blocked by Tykeem Williams. He's going to stay with Spencer County. Wide open is Earhart for 3. It's good.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
Medley, guarding Ty. Stolen away by Earhart. Goes up. Ball gets stripped.
How can that not be a foul call?
It's going to stay with the Bears.
Earhart getting hammered going down in there for the layup.
Marksbury triggers in. Earhart in the corner. Left-hand dribble, baseline. Goes back out to Medley. Now Baird. Gives it up to Barron between the circles. Medley will set the offense. Right-hand dribble to the elbow. Marksbury back to Barron. Baird down low on the block. Left hand is good. And draws a foul on Tykeem Williams.
Now that's going to be on Bradley Moore. That's going to be his first, team's first.
Free throw is no good by Baird. Bears lead is 3. Montgomery, free throw line jumper, rolls in. Timeout, Coach Burns.
Yeah, not happy at all with his defense. Just some easy shots being given up by the Bears on the defensive end of the court, and that's every time Coach Burns is going to call a timeout, try to reset that, try to get that figured out. We saw it actually against Bullitt East the other night. Bullitt East come out 2 3-pointers right off the bat, and Bo, I don't think we were a minute into the game, and Burns was using the timeout to try to rally the troops, get his defense going, and usually I don't know exactly what he says in there, but I will say a lot of times it's an inspirational talk. And they come out and they tend to play a little sharper.
He hones the knife while he's in there.
No, you gotta love a coach like that. He's gonna get after the boys when they need to be, but he's also going to be the first one there to cheer for them when they do stuff well.
Earhart, turnaround 3, well short. Baird with the rebound. We're going to get a Bardstown foul.
That's going to be on Bradley Moore. That's 2 on him. Team second.
Quickly, Riley Hatfield off the bench.
A lot of contact right there. A lot of contact.
Good job by Coach Brewer to help Luke up. Stone crosses the timeline. Montgomery. Back to Stone. Now to Hatfield. Over to Montgomery. Wide open. Lefty puts up the 3. In and out. No good. Rebounded. Shots blocked.
We'll get the jump ball.
Drew Barron got his hand on that. Cam Cox checks in for Adam Medley. Pretty cool, John, the story we heard on that. Kind of keep that one to ourselves.
We will. Just a very unselfish team. That's what we're going to say.
Yep. Coach Brewer calls out the play. Ty dribbles between the circles. Ball down low. Push off. No call. Rebounded by Cox. Quickly out to Barron. Earhart in the corner. Puts up the 3. No good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Montgomery quickly across the timeline. Ty gives it up to Stone. Trying to get a pick and roll going. Bears hedging that every time. Montgomery puts up the 3. It's good. Tigers lead by 2. Marksbury in the corner. Earhart looks down low. Baird got himself in a bad way, John, underneath the basket. Got bailed out by the Tigers.
Yeah, that's going to be on Takeem Williams right there. That's going to be his first, team's 3rd. That's going to put Barron to the line, Bo. Keaton Baird so far this year done a pretty good job shooting free throws, and I know I shouldn't say this stuff, but there he put it in. See, it's not me. It's you when you say things. But anyway, 68.3% from Keaton. I mean, way up from what he was shooting last year. So you can tell he's been putting a lot of work in, getting a lot of shots up every day, and you can see the growth and development of his game.
I'm going to stay quiet on that one.
Well, that's because you did stay quiet. It's still your fault. I'll find a reason to make it your fault.
Montgomery, another 3. That's good. Bardstown lead is 4.
Montgomery, 45.8% from behind the arc. Spencer County's got to find him. So that foul's going to be on Hatfield, his first, team's fourth.
Armstrong makes them both. Montgomery throws in, gets it to Ty. Now the Bears switch to zone. Ty to Montgomery. One dribble, cut off by Earhart. Stone. Not a whole lot going on here with this Bardstown offense, John. Ty looks to drive. Gets it to Stone in the corner, cut off by Marksburg. Stolen away by Cox. Cam all the way down.
Oh! Oh! Cam Cox throwing it down.
Ty looking to drive on Combs. Going to get an and one. Who do they get the foul on here?
I think I got it on Cam.
Cox.
Yep. That's his first, team's first. Team second, I'm sorry. That's his second foul, team second. I missed one in there somewhere, Bo.
And Ty completes the three-point play. Tigers by 3, 2.5 minutes left to go in the first. Armstrong over to Cox. He'll pull up from 3. It's good. Earhart comes to double team. Go underneath the Hatfield for the layup.
In the words of Coach Burns, that's too easy right there. That's just too easy.
Back door, Armstrong, shots up. That's goaltending. Went in anyway.
And that's going to be on Tyleek Williams. His first, team's fifth. Spencer County will be shooting on fouls for the remainder of the first quarter.
Got a timeout, Bardstown, a 30-second timeout.
Spencer County, I mean, they're feeling it at times, Bo. I think the biggest struggle they're having right now, and this is what Coach Burns, I'm sure, is going to talk about, is on this defensive end. There's just stuff happening that's just way too easy. They're getting these backdoor cuts. They're getting these guys sitting underneath. And as Spencer County's kind of getting lost out here, down here in the post, and not being able to stay with those guys, not seeing those guys, and just making those layups just, again, way too easy.
Armstrong will go back to the line. Game all knotted up at 15. As Ngandu is now at the scorer's table. And Kenyon Calhoun. Calhoun quickly across the timeline. Going to get a double dribble.
Be Spencer County ball.
Pressure there by Marksbury and Combs.
Yeah, we're used to seeing our guys like Keaton Bear and Jack Armstrong. Seeing Ngandu out there with Jack, They say he's 6'9".
I'm not buying
I'm
that.
not buying it. He might be 6'6", 6'7". He's still a pretty big kid.
Marksbury to Earhart. Pump fake. Left-hand dribble. Pull up from the elbow is good. And Ngandu goes for the dunk, loses it on the way up, picked up by Armstrong. Gives it up to Marksbury. Back to Ngandu. Samuel Seawright checked in. His three is up, no good. Outlet pass to Ty. He gets into the lane, tries to go to Ngandu, falls batted out of bounds and stay with the Tigers. By Earhart, shot's no good. We're going to get a Spencer County foul here on Jackson Combs.
I think they're getting Adam Medley.
Getting Adam Medley.
His first, team's third.
The enforcer. Barnett down in the corner. Back out to Barnett. Up top to Calhoun. All new five on the floor, John, except for Javen Montgomery over here in the corner for Bardstown. Into the lane, no good. Ball tapped. Picked up by Seawright. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Spencer County 18, Bardstown 15. We'll be right back on GHP Sports. At Spencer County High School, you see our Country Mart replays from the first quarter. John up here dancing on the stage is something that I'll have a hard time going to sleep tonight.
Hey, don't hate. You know, hate the player, don't hate the game right here. I tell you what, got the moves.
Spencer County, John, it took them a little while to get started, but has since come back and taken a 3-point lead at the end of one.
Yep.
Shooting percentages and everything all favoring Bardstown, but Spencer County's got the lead.
They do. I mean, rebounding is something that we talked about early in this game. Right now, Bardstown, 6 rebounds to Spencer County's 3. That's something that's going to have to be improved on for the Bears as they go into this second quarter. We can't continue giving up on these possessions and allowing them to tear down these rebounds. Both teams only with 1 offensive rebound. So Spencer County doing a great job on the defensive boards, but they have to do better on the offensive boards if they want those second opportunities and a way to pull away in this game.
Tried to go to the lob. The Baird got tapped away. Baird gets it back. Rebounded by Earhart. Up and in, and the foul. Foul is on Tylen Spalding.
That's his first, team's first.
Luke will step to the line and knock it down for the 3-point play. 8 now for Earhart. Bears 2-2-1 press. Tigers break it. Calhoun. Go over to Hatfield. That's actually Barnett's checked into the game. Back to Spalding. Bears staying in the zone. Stolen away by Combs. Combs backs it back out. Gives it to Earhart. Back to Combs. Top of the key to Medley. Now Baird. Baird, left-hand dribble. Over Ngandu and in.
Yeah, I'm not buying 6'9" right there.
We'll get a Spencer County foul here.
I think they're going to get Adam Medley with his second. No. They're going to get Jackson Combs. I tell you what, it was great seeing Adam Medley start this game. I mean, and not to be overshadowed, Mike Medley, your shoes tonight. I tell you what, those things are great. Them little highlighter things he's wearing.
I left my sunglasses in the car. I wish I would have brought them in.
That's what we were talking like he just came from paving a road or something like that with those shoes on.
State Highway yellow underneath the Montgomery. Bears lead cut to 6. We're going to get a carry.
Yeah, that's a good call. It's actually a call that probably could be called more often. And, it's one of those, it happens almost every possession. But that was just so much attention, him just taking the man one-on-one, Keaton being able to carry that ball, and they're going to call that.
Bears stand in the 2-3 zone. Tyleek Williams directing traffic. Gets it to Montgomery. Up top, Ngandu. Back to Montgomery. Over to Ty. Being hounded by Adam Medley. Cross-court pass to Calhoun. Montgomery. Earhart goes to steal. Doesn't get it. We're going to get a 3-second call on the big guy.
Yep.
And that comes with the experience, John.
It does.
We talked about he's only played basketball for a couple years. And
yep, can't camp in that lane.
yeah, he may have an inch, maybe 2
on Jack.
Armstrong.
Yeah.
Baird running the point for the Bears. Backdoor
Nice.
cut. And blocked by Ngandu.
That was Dikembe Mutombo right there. The no.
That's where he can help this Bardstown squad, Jeff.
It is. He gets that presence on the inside. Going to make it difficult for somebody to get that layup.
Baird goes to Armstrong. He's going to get fouled on the floor.
Well, number 11, that's Braden Barnett. His first, team second.
Baird down low. Goes back to the left.
Such a strong move there by Keaton Baird. And that's some of the maturity we've seen him have this season, where he's grown so much in his presence underneath the basket. He's not going to take anything from anybody.
Montgomery, free throw line, up over Baird. It's no good. Montgomery gets it back, up and in, and then eyes Keaton. And Montgomery needs to look at the scoreboard before he does stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of trash talk.
I don't mind trash talk, but you better be ahead.
Yeah, you better have reason for it.
And then he fouls him. If I'm Keaton, I look at him right now.
Yep. Now that's your chance getting a little worked up.
That foul's on Jaden Montgomery, his first, team's third. Armstrong will trigger in for the Bears. Goes to Baird. Back to Armstrong down low. Armstrong.
Nice
makes
move.
it Ngandu out of his shoes.
And again, that's the experience underneath, knowing he was going to bite on that shot fake.
Barnett back to Ty. C right now checked into the game for the Bears. Montgomery, free throw line jumper. No good. Rebounded by Baird. Marksbury, bad pass.
Yep. That was unforced errors right there. Those are the ones that hurt.
Like to welcome those of you that may be joining us now after the UK game. If you were watching the Louisville game, that's your own fault.
Yeah, or you had a cheap ticket. Something.
We'll get a jump ball called.
It'll stay on this end.
Coach Marksbury was telling me the other day that Coach Cruz actually walked down to the Yum Center the other day during a U of L game, walked straight in and sat in lower arena. Nobody taking tickets.
Yeah, nobody checking tickets.
Walked in, sit down.
Just come on in. There's probably a hot dog and a Cardinal hat waiting for him in the seat, too, when he got there.
Calhoun back to Ty Williams. Montgomery, free throw line. Goes down low to Williams. Shots up, no good. Calhoun tries to get the putback. We're going to get a Spencer County foul.
It's going to be on Baird. It's going to be his first. Team second.
Calhoun steps to the line, 76% on the year. Side spin on that shot. This is the first. Coach Brewer calling out his defense.
We've talked about it before in a lot of different games, Bo, and just how nice it is to have some of these past athletes or coaches from these bigger schools or even a college level type of stuff, how they come to this area and work with some of these kids. And it's a privilege for some of these kids to be able to learn from some of the best that's ever played.
Seawright had the shot, didn't take it. Bears will get it back out top to Marksbury. Bears lead is 7, 3 minutes left. Baird, top of the key three is no good. Rebounded Montgomery. Ty over to Barnett. Nothing there. Down low. Montgomery stops, goes over Baird. No good. Keaton with the rebound. Baird looking to take it the length of the floor.
That's got to be goaltend. Yep, it is. That'll be 2 for Keaton Baird right there.
Good take by Keaton, John. Whole length of the floor. Bears now stretch the lead to 9. That's their biggest lead of the game. As Cox and Earhart is now checked back in. Calhoun, free throw line jumper. No good. Rebounded by Marksbury. He's got himself in trouble. Trying to get out. Gets it to Barron. Cross court. Cox pulls up from 25. No good. Tapped. Back to Cox. Up and in. Drew Barron got his hand on that. Knew he couldn't pull it down, John, but kept it alive. Went straight to Cam.
And I love that Cam followed his shot. As soon as that ball went up in the air, he was going straight with him. We're going to have another possession arrow here. Tie up. Going to go in the way of the Bears now.
Marksbury crosses the timeline. Baird, top of the key to Earhart. Puts up the corner three. No good. Rebounded by Barnett. Barnett looks to go length of the floor. Pushes off. Over Cox. No good. Gets his own. Back up. Off the glass and in. Timeout, Coach Brewer.
He wants a full.
Wants a full timeout.
Yeah, Spencer County, 9-point lead here, and Bo, to me, it almost seems like it's been pretty quiet how they've went about getting this lead to where they have. It was 11 before that last shot, and it's not like Spencer County they're not blowing them out of the water. They're not running them out of the gym. They're not out shooting. They're not doing anything like that. It's just being patient, being able to work those possessions, get those shots, and early when we finished the first quarter, Bardstown had been shooting 55% from the field to Spencer County's 43. Now, Bardstown's at 43 and Spencer County's up to 48, just doing a better job on the offensive side of being patient, finding good looks, and having an opportunity to put the ball in. And that makes a world of difference right there.
Coach Cruz just sent me a text.
Yeah. You were showing me that there.
He said what makes that worse is a group of 8 of them. It wasn't just him.
Yeah. He wasn't really incognito.
No, they wasn't sneaking in by no means. Well, they figure, Coach, they get you in there and at least they might get a beer or a hot dog off of you.
Yeah, that or yeah. And sitting lower looks a little bit better on camera when they're showing the game, so kind of make the old Yum Center look a little fuller. So
Cox will trigger in for the Bears. Minute 37 left to go in the first half. Now Bardstown's settling back in his zone, John. If they make it look like a zone and going to get.
Well, it's like a triangle and 2, it looks like.
Cox to Earhart. Looking to trap all over the court. Baird back up to Cox. Minute 10 left. Bears gets it to Earhart. Long 3. It's good. $11 now for Luke. John, that had to be 30 feet. That's behind the volleyball line.
It was a ways.
Calhoun looking to drive on Cox. Nothing there. Back to Barnett.
Under 30.
Barnett, Ty Williams, guarded by Marksbury. Gives it up. Montgomery in the lane. Nowhere to go. Goes out Barnett for the 3. No good. Rebounded by Williams. Back up and in. 15 seconds. No doubt Bears will look for the last shot. Marksbury dribbles it out. 6 seconds to go. Gives it Cox. He'll take the wide open wing 3. It's no good. Barron got his hand on it. Can't bring it down, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Your score is Spencer County 34, Bardstown 24, and we're going to go down to Morgan as she has a word with Coach Burns. Maybe.
I think he's
Burns
looking at a
getting
few
some
numbers.
final numbers there.
All right, Coach, big lead here on senior night. Had big plays in that first half. What are your thoughts?
We're not playing very well. I'm not real happy right now, but hey, senior night we're up 10, so we got to fix some things.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
It looked like he was in a hurry to get in there and fix them too.
Run over the camera. Your score, Spencer County 34, Bardstown 24. John and I will be right back on GHP Sports.
Dryer Vent Squad of Louisville reminds you that clogged or restricted dryer vents are the primary cause of dryer vent fires. Have your dryer exhaust vents inspected and cleaned by a professional at least once a year. Presented by the Dryer Vent Squad of Louisville. Dryer vent cleaning, rerouting, and repairing. Stay safe, save money and time. 502-712-0333. DryerVentSquad.com. Dryer Vent Squad, we get the lint out.
Country Mart in Taylorsville has the finest selection of freshly butchered meats, produce, and all of the other ingredients to make your mealtime a victory. If you're running short on time or just don't feel like cooking, Country Mart is the only place in Taylorsville to get delicious Champs chicken. Dine in or take it to go. Your family will love it. Make sure to use your Country Mart card to save on food and earn points at the pump. Country Mart, your local grocery, proudly serving Taylorsville and all of Spencer County for over 50 years.
What a tool! He could hit a gas line.
Wait, he's contacting 811.
They'll mark the underground utilities free.
Turns out he is smarter than he looks.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hubbock, and I have been a proud resident of Spencer County for nearly 15 years. As a local real estate agent, I am thrilled to be working with Brown Realty and assisting more of my neighbors and friends right here in Taylorsville with their real estate needs. I can think of no better place to put down roots, both professionally and personally, than in Spencer County. Our community sets itself apart from others in that it possesses a small town atmosphere, in addition to residents who truly go above and beyond to help one another in whatever capacity necessary. Those traits, mixed with the genuine beauty of the county, make me honored to not only live and work here, but to raise my children here as well. In addition to real estate, I serve on the executive board for the Spencer County Taylorsville Chamber of Commerce, and I look forward to working with fellow business owners and residents of our community for years to come.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. We've got our dance team out performing tonight on senior night. John, game that got moved from last night because of the snow. Snowmageddon, everybody thought was coming in. And didn't happen, but a good crowd here tonight for senior night, even though it's a game that's rescheduled. Usually see the crowd down a little bit when these games are rescheduled like this, but not tonight.
Good turnout. But, Bo, let's take a moment. Let's look at some team stats as you have that up on your screen right now. Shooting from the field, Spencer County we talked about at the end of the second quarter there, brought up their average a little bit, shooting 48%. Bardstown actually fallen from 55 at the end of the first down to 43 at the end of the half. And then three-point shooting, been a little bit cold for Spencer County, only shooting 27% from behind the arc and 50% for Bardstown from the three-point range. Now, as we look ahead to the rebounding, Spencer County, again, second quarter, not doing quite what they need to be able to do on the rebounding aspect of their game. Of course, we had the issues with the height. We know there's a height advantage under there. And it also helps, Bo, that Spencer County is shooting a little bit better in that second quarter. But still, Spencer County only with 8 rebounds, and 3 of those offensive, and then 12 rebounds for the Bardstown Tigers, 5 of those being offensive. Those hurt. Spencer County's got to find a way to keep them off of the glass. Assist, Bardstown actually doing a decent job distributing the basketball with 5. Spencer County only with 3 in that first half.
You look over these stats, John, and I mean, I'm looking up here on the screen, not what everybody at home's seeing. A lot of these numbers are really very similar.
They are.
As far as the numbers go. But one thing I see that I don't like, and we bragged on the Bears on this 2 or 3 weeks ago about their ability to share the basketball.
Exactly.
And tonight, 13 made field goals by the Bears, only 3 assists. And that's been over half pretty much every game for a while, and the Bears just don't have that tonight. And plus also the rebounding. I mean, several times this year we've seen them have 20 rebounds in the first half.
Exactly.
And 8 rebounds going into the half tonight. And Coach Burns said it. We're not playing real well. We got some things to fix. But it's a lot easier to fix things when you got a 10-point lead.
It is. And, he might be frustrated, but he's still, after being out-rebounded, after them with, just a couple more assists than us, we are leading the turnover category. We only have committed 3 turnovers to 6 for them. But there's still a lot of room for improvement for these Bears. And I don't know if it's one of those things, we've seen it before where there's been ball games. It was talked about with the Collins football game. You mentioned it earlier, Kalen doing the setup, and that first night we had the lightning warning and the storms come through, and we had to reschedule it for Saturday night. And Coach Marksbury said multiple times he felt like if we would have been able to play that game Friday night, we'd have won that game.
Yeah.
But that layover, that killing that and having to try to get hyped back up for the game the following day, the boys go home, they sleep, it's Saturday, so they might be up a little bit, later that night and getting up a little later in the morning, sluggish. And when they get out there on the field, it's just not the same energy. And you wonder, if that couldn't be part of what's going on with Spencer County here, starting kind of slow, being a little sloppy with some things, and you wonder if it's just getting woke up, getting into the flow of the game, and it took them a little while, but again, stretched out to that 10-point lead. And like you said, Bo, if you're going to fix stuff, you want to fix stuff from the front, not the back.
You got to be focused, every time you step on the floor, and there's always distractions. But this group has done a real good job at blocking those distractions out. And you know what? As much as me and you love it, as much as these fans love it, as much as you at home loves the things that we do here at Spencer County, like senior night, like future Bear night, and things like that, it is a distraction to these teams before the game. There's a lot of things going on, behind the scenes. The parents trying to get in the gym early to set stuff up, and that's a distraction on the kids too. And I hate to say that, but I mean it just is.
Yeah, it's just not business as usual. It's not just coming in here doing your warm-ups and doing your thing. And I'm
not saying they shouldn't enjoy nights like this, because they should.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Everything that happens on nights like these, it makes them special.
It is special.
It is.
And the Bears should have nights like this. But there is a little bit, 100% of your brain is not on at the start. I'm sure it is now.
Yeah.
But at the start, it just took them a little while to get going, and, they have built that 10-point lead. We're going to take one more quick break before the half is over, and when we come back, me and John will get you set for the second half here on GHP Sports.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Back at Spencer County High School, and John, we do need to go over some individual scoring before we get started in the second half. We'll start with Bardstown. Really only one threat been on the floor for the Tigers tonight, and that's Javen Montgomery with 12 points. Also scoring for the Tigers is Tyleek Williams has 3, Kenyon Calhoun has 1, Tykeem Tall Williams has 4, Braden Barnett has 2, and Riley Hatfield has 2 for 24 for the Tigers. For Spencer County, they are led by Luke Earhart with 11. Keaton Baird has 9. And Jack Armstrong and Cam Cox have 7 apiece. And that's all the scoring for the Bears for 34.
One of the big surprises for me, we talked about in pregame, Brenton Moore. We have yet to see him on the floor. Of course, we don't have any inside information when it comes to the Bardstown Tigers boys basketball team and what might be going on, if there's injuries, if there's a discipline issue or not. But that's still 22.7 points a game that Coach Brewer has not been able to put out there on the floor for him in the first half, and might not see him the entire game depending on what's going on. But that in itself is a massive blow, because you take his average, and if you say, okay, he would normally be averaging 11 points a half, that would put us in a 1-point ball game, a 1-point deficit right now with just him on the floor shooting his average.
I do not see a 2 over there on that bench either, John, so I don't even know if he's in the house.
He might not be.
Bardstown will get the ball first, start the second half. Ty guarded by Marksbury. Bears go down low, inside. Shot's no good. Tap, rebounded by Baird. Outlet pass quickly up to Marksbury. Back to Baird. Barron. Earhart will set the offense for the Bears. Luke drives into the lane. Stripped. Saved by Earhart. Out to Marksbury. Swinging around the horn. Now Baird. Back out to Cox. Wide open for 3. Rolls in. That's a shooter's roll right there, John.
And the look on his face after it fell was like, thank goodness. Yeah, that was a great job by him being able to get open. Great job keeping the ball alive down here on the floor on this end.
Ty all the way into the basket for the layup. Lead is 11. Cox in for the left.
Cox quickly with 5 points to start this second half. Have him up to 12 now.
Moore, 15-foot jumper off the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Williams. He'll go back up over Cox, and he's good. Marksburg goes to Earhart. Top of the key to Baird. Back to Luke. Luke back to Baird. Down low. Blocked from behind by Moore. Baird back up. No good, but he is going to draw a foul. I believe it may be on
Tykeem Williams, I think.
Yep.
That's his second, team's first.
Baird will go to the line. This is the first. Keaton struggling from the line tonight, John. 1 of 4. That's that reverse.
Is that what you're trying right there?
That's what that is.
You got a little voodoo action, is it? Well, hey, I'll give it to you then.
Bears lead is 12. Back into Williams again. Rolls in. Cox directing traffic. Dribbles between the circles. Gives it up to Earhart. Drives, goes back to Cox. Fakes. Tries to drive baseline. Cut off. Stripped. Picked up by Baird. Both players went with Luke Earhart. That ball was tapped out of Baird's hand in midair. He regained it, put it back in.
Rule number 1, Bo. Got to stop the ball, and they didn't. Oh, stolen. Maybe. I think we're going to get another jump ball. That's what it's going to be. It'll be Spencer County ball.
Spencer County ball. Barron to Cox. 3 is up, no good. Rebounded by Moore. Outlet pass goes up to Stone. Back to Tyleek Williams. Dribbles around the right side. Looking to go inside. Back out to Stone. Stone in the lane, spins up over Barron, is good. Tigers look to trap in the backcourt, stolen away by Ty Williams. Goes in for the layup, it's no good. We're going to get a foul on, it's got to be Earhart. He's the only one down there.
Yeah, he is the only one down there.
And it is. First foul on Luke. Team's first. Shot by Ty is good. And the second one rolls in. Little pressure by the Tigers. Bears break it easily. Jackson Combs, corner 3, no good. Ball tapped around, rebounded by Stone. Behind the back dribble, gets it across. Trying to post Williams on Marksbury down low. Ty cross court to Stone. Got Cox in there, and he's going to pick up a foul.
Yeah. Just a little touch foul there on Cam Cox. It was cheap, but there was a little contact. That'll be foul, his third, team second.
Wide open. That looked like Kentucky's defense there, John, on out-of-bounds play. In the middle to Armstrong. Combs, back out, shoot it around to Cox. Cox looks to drive, nothing there. Earhart, corner three, no good. Tapped by Combs, no good. Rebounded by Williams. Stolen away by Armstrong. That shot's up, no good. Brought down by Combs. Three by Cox. That's no good. Rebounded Armstrong. He brought it down.
Yep.
He's a foot taller than Ty Williams. He brought it down to his level. Jump ball, and it's going to go over to the Tigers. We'll get a timeout by Coach Burns.
Kind of grew some of those numbers on the offensive rebound category there for Spencer County.
Full timeout.
Up to 5 offensive rebounds now, but still, just like we were talking about going from the first quarter to the second quarter, Spencer County improved on their shooting percentage, and Bardstown kind of fell off, and now, once again, sliding the other direction. Spencer County dropped back down to 43% right now from the field, where Bardstown popped theirs back up to 48%. So Spencer County maybe giving them a little too easy of looks from time to time, going to have to try to stiffen up that defense, and then also maybe some rush shots on the offensive side. Of course, this last possession, I believe there was 3 different offensive rebounds by the Bears right there, and so you're taking multiple shots that you're missing. That's going to hurt the average, but still, try to find those good shots, try to find those mismatches. That's exactly what Bardstown's doing. Bardstown's trying to get in a situation where they're getting a mismatch, being able to dribble drive, being able to work something to be able to get an easy 2 points on the board, and from time to time, it's been successful for Coach Brewer to be able to do that. It's where Spencer County, if they want to continue to play defense like they are, they're going to have to stiffen up, have to be in those guys' faces, because otherwise we're going to give them a chance to get a hot hand, and that could be a little bit rough, as we're already down now to a 6-point lead. It was 11.
Tigers looking for the pick. Goes away from it. Back up to Montgomery. Stone, he'll take the wing 3. No good. Rebounded by Marksburg. One dribble, picks up his dribble, gets it to Combs. Jackson between the circles, gives it to Earhart. He'll put up the 3, top of the key. It's no good. Rebounded by Stone. Goes all the way in the lane. Batted. Going to go out of bounds off of Marksburg, stay with the Tigers. I just got another neat fact, John. Stone, that plays for Bardstown, his dad, Davis, graduated from Spencer County in 91, and Mom Lisa was a Lady Bear, 94 graduate.
That's nice to see that, kind of come full circle back to Spencer County High School.
Ty gives it up, goes into Williams, left hand off the glass and in. John, you talked about how these percentages are flipping.
Yep.
And through that flip, we've seen the Spencer County League go from 12 now down to 4. Bardstown on an 8-0 run. Taken away by Williams. He's going to go in. Going to get a foul on Kellen.
Yep. It's only his first, though. Team's 4th. Or I apologize, team 3rd.
Ty makes the first.
Smith going to check in for Marksbury.
Rebounded by Combs. Brady to Jackson. Now up to Medley in the corner. Seawright for 3. It's good!
We needed that right there. We needed that bad.
Breaks a long scoring drought by the Bears. Pushes the lead back to 6.
Right now, Adam Medley, the only starter on the floor for the Bears.
Got Medley and Williams going at it down in the paint. We're going to get a foul called on Adam.
That's his second. Team's fourth.
Take it into Williams. Down low, shot up, off the glass and in. Javen Montgomery likes to talk smack, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Smith, right-hand dribble, spins at the elbow, gives it up to Seawright. Top of the key to Medley, back to Seawright. Combs goes down low to Armstrong. Armstrong up.
Ah,
top of Williams.
Love that little hook shot Jack has. That's a great, great job underneath the basket.
Anybody that's going to play inside like that, John, they have to develop that shot.
Oh, yeah.
It's impossible to block. If they go for the block, you get fouled every time.
We'll say that was off of the Bears. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And they're going to get Jackson Combs.
Fifth foul. That's going to send Bardstown to the line for 2 for the final 29 seconds of the third quarter.
First half of this game, Bo, Bardstown definitely wasn't in favor of the refs when it comes to the calls. A lot of fouls called on them in the first half. As a matter of fact, 8 different fouls called on Bardstown in the first half. Spencer County really didn't have a whole lot. I'm not exactly sure how many they did have at the half, but now, kind of coming alive a little bit. 5 fouls already committed in this third quarter, and that could be another situation that we need to watch too. We talked about the shooting percentage kind of flip-flopping, and Spencer County also getting a few more fouls called on them than they were. They got to try to clean this up a little.
Smith to Combs. Armstrong goes up. That shot's no good. Taken away by Combs, up and in. Bardstown clearly got the rebound, John. Jackson just went in, took it away, got the layup.
5 seconds.
Stone looking to drive. Now he's got the much bigger Armstrong on him. Shots up, no good. And that'll bring us to the end of 3. Your score, Spencer County 49, Bardstown 42. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Curious what your home is worth? Visit brownrealty.com. Brown Realty, serving Spencer County and beyond for nearly 20 years. Brown Realty, your local realtor.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. Get ready to start the fourth quarter. You see some Country Mart highlights from the third. Cam jumped out quick. John got 5 quick points.
Yeah. That
Bears
was big.
stretched that lead to 10 or 12, and Bardstown cut it back to 4 before a late surge there by the Bears to push it back to 7.
Yeah, Spencer County, a little rough there in the third quarter, and we've seen that happen from time to time. We've actually even had Coach Burns point that out too, that it's not unusual for these Bears to come out of the locker room at halftime a little flat in that third quarter. Takes them a little bit to try to get things going. And, of course, you had mentioned coming out of that locker room after the first half, having that 10-point lead kind of gave them a cushion to try to work on some things. And it's a daggone good thing they had that cushion right now, as the lead's now 7. And Spencer County seems to be struggling from time to time.
Burns going with that second 5 here, John, to start the fourth quarter also. He was not happy going into halftime with some of the play, and this might be him sending a message.
Yeah, it could be, is just simply you got to straighten up. You got to do things right, or I'm not going to play you. And here we see
now all 5 of them are getting up just as we say that. Calhoun to Moore, swings it over to Stone. Down low, Montgomery.
They're going to get Jackson Combs again. Yep, that's going to be his 3rd foul, team's first. And now we have what has typically been the normal starting 5 for Coach Burns this year coming out onto the floor. 5 seniors.
Bardstown triggers in to Montgomery. Goes back to Ty. Blocked by Drew Barron. Earhart to Cox. Fakes the 3. Now we'll set the offense. Earhart, top of the key to Barron. Gets it to Baird at the elbow, out to Marksbury. A lot of motion, Bears offense. Baird in the lane, turn around, left-hand hook, no good. Rebounded by Montgomery. Ty goes in, blocked by Marksbury. Earhart pulls it off the ground, gives it up to Baird, off the glass and in.
Nice. It's that court vision again. Luke Earhart out there seeing his teammate, a little bit better angle, a little bit freer run to the basket and being able to dish that off to Baird for an easy 2. That's 14 for Baird tonight.
And Williams throws it out of bounds. Bears got the Tigers shaking up here just a little bit. 6.5 minutes to go. Lead pushed down to 9. Stone hounding Cox. Gives it up to Baird. And Gondu guarding him. We're going to get a moving screen on
Keaton. Yep.
Be his 2nd. Team's first. Team second, excuse me.
Yep.
Bears looking to double team. Get it to Montgomery. Down in the corner. Goes to Moore. That shot's no good. Rebound. Baird. Gives it up to Barron. Free throw line. Cox tries to go to Marksbury. Tapped by Stone's going to go out of bounds. Stay with Spencer County. I don't like where he's taking this out right here, John.
No, that's a
tight death corner,
yeah.
Coffin corner they call it sometimes. Goes to Baird on the block. Tries to go to Barron. It's going to be tapped by the Tigers out of bounds. Stay with Spencer.
And to the other corner
we
go.
To the other corner we go. Earhart. Gets it back to Cox. Luke drives the lane. All the way in. Shots up. No good. Does get fouled.
That's going to be on Braden Barnett. His 2nd. Team's first.
Luke makes the first. Makes them both. Ngandu down low, almost walked, shots up. May have been partially blocked by Cox there. Baird, all the way into the lane, goes out to Marksbury. Wing 3, it's good! Timeout, Coach Brewer. He wants a full timeout.
Yeah, the game's starting to get stretched out a little bit right here. You look at the Country Mart Instant Replay, seeing some of these highlights here. This block Drew Barron coming from behind, just unreal, be able to get that block clean. Then Kellen Marksberry, same thing, coming from behind, getting that block clean. But Bo, you could see a difference in this 5 after they had set. Being able to come out on the floor, the intensity's up, the drive is up, and the lead is up now too, as we've stretched it out now to a 14-point lead, our biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, definitely the intensity picked up. I don't know if Coach Burns was sending a message to those guys.
If he did, it was received.
Was he just giving them a good break, said, all right, guys, you got one more run in you, and this is it. So.
And that could be too. But, as we saw with the boys that were out on the floor, of course, Adam Medley, senior, going to be just as missed as the others out there on the floor, but you had the other 4. This is what Spencer County Bear basketball is going to be looking like in the next few years. And so to see them out there working together, Samuel Seawright's not going to be a secret for long amongst varsity coaches. They're going to know that he can shoot lights out from behind the arc. And to have Jackson Combs, to have Jack Armstrong, have these different guys out there on the court doing these things, it's just going to make it fun for years to come.
Tigers break the press. They'll go out to Montgomery for 3. That's no good. They'll go out of bounds.
Yep, be Spencer County ball.
Spencer County ball. Bardstown's going to turn up the wick here, John.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something. They have to pressure, try to find a way to create some turnovers.
Quick pass, Baird. Going to get fouled by Williams.
That's his 3rd. Team's 3rd. Our team's 2nd.
Baird makes the 1st. Makes them both. Bears now lead by 16. Ty it's in the corner, trap. Foul on Keaton Baird, and that's going to be his 3rd.
Yep. He knew he did it. As soon as it happened, the whistle was blown. He knew he did it. That's his 3rd, team's 3rd.
Ball comes out to Williams. Try to go down low to Montgomery. He did get it back. Turn around shot blocked by Baird. And then Montgomery's going to get a foul.
Yep. That's going to be his 2nd, team's 3rd.
Wasn't he the same one that was telling somebody they was too little down there a minute ago?
I think so.
And then he just got his shot blocked?
Yeah.
Just making sure. Earhart across the court in the corner. Marksberry for 3. No good. Rebound, Barnett. He's going to try to take it the length of the floor. Pushes off, no call. Rebound, Montgomery. He walked too, and then tries to flex his muscles while he's down 14.
Yeah.
I hate to keep talking. I got to quit.
Yeah,
I got to quit.
I know.
Earhart, step back 3. It's good. And folks,
yep.
With that basket, Luke Earhart has now scored 2,000 points in his high school career. He walked, then got his shot blocked. Behind the back dribble by Baird. Goes out to Cox. He'll take the wing 3. It's good.
We're going to have a timeout here.
Ty Williams come up a little lane.
Yeah, Luke Earhart, 2,000 points in his career. And now, of course, as Bo mentioned, with some of these seniors coming together, played his freshman season with Christian Academy.
It's a full timeout by Bardstown. 220 points his freshman year, John.
220 Christian Academy.
But the last 1,780 has been here.
Yeah, it has. And what a scoring threat he is. And he's one of those ones that we see it from time to time from here where we just have this perspective. We can look down the court. We can see the opposing coaches. Things are happening. And when Luke Earhart gets open and hits a three, you see a look on a visiting coach's face that's just like, how do I stop that? Or looking at his players like, how did you let him get that off? But earlier in the game, Bo, he was beyond the volleyball line like we was talking about. I mean, teams just aren't ready to defend like that. And when they have to and they stretch out, that's what we were talking about with what Jack and Keaton Baird have been able to do underneath the basket. You stretch out those defenses, make it so much easier for those post players down low. And all together, collectively, this team has just turned into a machine at the right time of the season.
20-point lead now by the Bears, 15-2 here in the fourth quarter. All started when he put this group back out on the floor, John. Go out of bounds to Spencer County.
I ain't going to lie, I'm kind of surprised at that call.
Tapped away by Moore, throws it off of Baird, but Keaton keeps it in bounds. Now he leads the break. Goes over to Baird. He walked.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He tried to get the step back three. When you take that many steps, you got to put it down.
I think he was really just surprised he was as open as he was. And sometimes that happens. We talk about some easy shots underneath the basket. Players will miss an easy layup where they're looking for contact that they don't get. And there was contact there that they did get from Drew Barron. Tried to get that block. That's going to be his having trouble finding him on here.
His first, team's fourth.
Yeah, there he is.
Calhoun stepping to the line for the Tigers. He's 1 of 2 tonight. Misses the first.
Spencer County having stretches lead to 20 now.
Makes the second. Cox breaks the timeline. Then breaks down Barnett. Goes back. Barron to Baird. Keaton, turnaround off the glass and in. 18 now for Keaton Baird.
I love where his game has gone.
Bardstown just looking for any answer they can right now, John. Stone up over Cox, partially blocked, brought down by Williams. Now picked up by Drew Barron. He leads the break, comes back out, gives it up to Cox. Long three, short, rebounded by Williams. Calhoun between the circles, looking to drive on Earhart. Goes out to Barnett for three. That shot's no good. Rebounded Earhart. Goes up to Baird. Baird tries to throw one down. Earhart with the rebound, back up and in.
I was hoping he'd get that too.
23-point lead. Walk. Rebounded by Baird. He'll lead the break again. Bears 3-on-2. Keaton takes it himself all the way.
Keaton Baird, 20 points now for the big man.
He's asking for a break.
I think they're all about to get a well-deserved break.
Another rebound by Baird gives him 8. Bears lead is 25. Earhart, long three. That's no good. Tapped around. We're going to get a foul on Marksbury. That may have been on purpose, John.
It might have been. Marksbury's second foul.
Team's fifth.
Yep.
There's 2 free throws coming here. Bardstown's putting their subs in. They're not supposed to come in until after the first free throw.
Yep.
25-point lead by the Bears. No doubt the Tigers missed Brenton Moore tonight, John, but I don't know if they missed him 25 points worth.
No. And that's it for these seniors coming out right now. Wait.
It's leaving some of them in.
Okay, they're starting to come out now. There we go.
Putting them in one at a time. Now all 5 are off the floor.
Adam Medley out on the floor, the only senior left.
Ben and Chris Armstrong, along with Sam Cook. Medley. Got 3 Armstrongs on the floor, John. This is going to be tough. Medley crosses the timeline. Dribble between his legs. Over to Cook. Up top. Add Medley for 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Moore. Bardstown pushes it up the floor. Over in the corner. Left-hand 3 is up. That's no good. Rebounded by Chris Armstrong.
Armstrong. Just say Armstrong. It's all right.
People's just going to have to figure it out, John, because it's coming next year. Medley. Student section's yelling for him to shoot. He wants to take one on. Shots up. No good. Rebounded by Moore.
Partially blocked, I believe.
Moore over in the corner. He's going to get a double dribble.
And that's great because that gives an opportunity
to bring Adam off the floor for one final time. Brady Smith will just dribble out the clock. And that'll do it. Your final score, Spencer County 70, Bardstown 47.
Stay with us. We'll have our Trevor Brown Construction players of the game.
Players of the game.
Which I'm sure everybody out there knows who we're talking about. And we will also have our Kelly Hubbock coaches interview with Coach Burns.
So John and I are going to take a quick break here on GHP Sports. And when we come back, we'll have all that right here. We'll see that on GHP Sports.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hubbock, and I have been a proud resident of Spencer County for nearly 15 years. As a local real estate agent, I am thrilled to be working with Brown Realty and assisting more of my neighbors and friends right here in Taylorsville with their real estate needs. I can think of no better place to put down roots, both professionally and personally, than in Spencer County. Our community sets itself apart from others in that it possesses a small town atmosphere, in addition to residents who truly go above and beyond to help one another in whatever capacity necessary. Those traits, mixed with the genuine beauty of the county, make me honored to not only live and work here, but to raise my children here as well. In addition to real estate, I serve on the executive board for the Spencer County Taylorsville Chamber of Commerce, and I look forward to working with fellow business owners and residents of our community for years to come.
Welcome back to Spencer County High School. As Spencer County defeats Bardstown 70-47, John, extending that winning streak to 11 games. New school record for a winning streak. And, man, these Bears, a loss at Woodford County. The only loss since they come back from Christmas, John, is the Woodford County game back the first week of January.
Yeah, when they couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a basketball. I'm telling you, that game, some of the worst shooting we've ever seen the Bears have. And I said it before, I'll say it again. We shoot half as good that night as what we normally do. We come out with a victory against Woodford County. And so Spencer County riding the wave of the hype right now. And being able to take care of these teams, setting themselves up nice for the district tournament coming up here in a couple weeks. And although it's kind of rough to have this be the last home game for these boys this year, it's been quite a season, and it's been a season that will be remembered for a long time. If we look at some of these team stats real quick, Spencer County finishing the night 45% from the field, and again, we had that flip-flop where we went from third quarter to fourth quarter. Spencer County 45, Bardstown falling to 40% shooting on the night. Three-pointers, Spencer County 31% from three, 22% for Bardstown, shooting 2 of 9 from three-point range in that game. Now, we look at rebounding. Of course, that's something we always try to focus on. All night long, Bardstown out-rebounding Spencer County. 24 rebounds, Bardstown, 19 for Spencer County. 8 of those 24 for Bardstown were offensive rebounds. Only 5 of those rebounds from Spencer County, offensive rebounds. Turnovers, if we get to that point, we got Jonathan Combs up here with us right now. Good to see Jonathan. We're looking at the turnover thing. That's where Spencer County kind of shined a little bit some too this year, in the fact that they really did a great job against many of their opponents taking care of the basketball, and did the same thing tonight. Only 8 turnovers, 15 turnovers committed by Bardstown. And of those 15 turnovers, 8 of those turnovers were steals by Spencer County. So great job there. We also talked about the height advantage that Bardstown had coming into this game. Spencer County actually outblocked the Bardstown Tigers 6 blocks to 3.
Good all-around game by the Bears. Again, another one of those where they don't play necessarily their A game. I don't know what we're going to do back here.
We're going to have to make some room. I think we can have them share a mic, maybe.
Yep. Well, thank you.
So we're going
to step on up here. We'll give one a headset, and everybody else is going to have to pass a mic around. Come on in here. We'll let you get started.
Just stretch out here behind. There you go. First man taking the stool.
Yeah, we'll bring everybody in.
Get everybody in here.
No, we ain't going to do one-on-one. We'll be here till midnight.
No.
Come on in. Get you the Howie chair, whatever you got to hear. I'll scoot back out of the way.
See, that's where it's kind of nice. That camera always sits over there. I don't really have to do a whole lot. But guys, another great win. 11 in a row, which what we understand is a school record for the most victories, consecutive victories in a row. Sorry, your mic wasn't on. I had to get you that. But looking at that game like that, Bardstown with definite height advantage, how did you all handle that on the defensive side?
Who's talking?
No, you will, I guess.
Oh, well, we played terrible as a team. It's just straight up. Cam's mad. I'm sure everybody's mad about it. But, they didn't really have too many tall guys. They had one big guy, but he didn't cause that many problems. We didn't really look at their height. They didn't have their best player, which really hurt them. And for us to play that bad and them not have their best player, that's not a great look. So we just got to keep practicing and get ready for districts.
Still pull out a 23-point win, though. Yeah. Another big game for you, Keaton. 20 points, 8 rebounds. I'm going to bounce around here, maybe try to get one question in for everybody. Luke, I'll start with you tonight. 2,000 career points you eclipsed tonight, so congratulations on that.
Yep, that was big. We both had them writing them down as you were scoring them.
That's what all this is right here, as you scored.
Finished with 18 on the night tonight. Great job against a very fast team, and dealing with that both offensively and defensively. How did that speed kind of affect you? Because there were times where it seemed like you guys were a little flat.
Well, sometimes I'm best at just getting that quick first step, but when they're smaller and faster than you like that, it's hard. You can't get anywhere real fast. So I had to get more comfortable around the three-point line. Not all my shots were falling, so just had to find new ways to do it.
Adam got to start tonight. Is that your first career start?
Yes, it is.
And I like the little one-on-one move there late.
Yeah, we practiced that in practice, and Sullivan, me and him, so, had to shoot it. I think I may have got fouled. I don't know.
We'll say that. We'll say you got fouled.
Yeah.
Me and John talk a lot at work, and sometimes as you go down the bench, you've been a part of this team for a long time, Adam, and you're somebody Coach Burns can trust when you put it on the floor. You don't hurt the team. you go out there and you get the job done, and that's so important to have coming off the bench.
Yep. Thank you.
Talk a little more. Come on.
Yeah, come on. You got to talk it up.
Shout out to my man Dawson.
Oh, we'll get there.
Very undeserved.
Yeah.
Deserves it all.
Yeah.
Hey, Cam, I'll go with you then. Got to throw one down tonight.
Yeah, the dunk.
Oh, yeah.
The dunk.
Yeah, hey, good to get that on senior night.
Yeah, he owed me about 50 now. So we're going to get that smooth check. Adam's talking real humble about that one-on-one work. He be working all of us in practice. You know, he hits that shot 5 out of 5 times, so they got lucky for sure. You know, there might be a blue moon tonight. For sure. But yeah, man, we got a lot more work to do. So
I thought the inside was somewhere where maybe they could have an advantage on you guys tonight, and you guys definitely proved me wrong on that. Drew, you had 3 blocks tonight.
Yep.
You battled all night long. The big Ngandu didn't really cause you a lot of problems, but Montgomery and Williams down low seemed to be a tough guard.
Yeah, well, we just got to work on boxing out. They kept getting rebounds and putbacks, and that seems to be like where our weaknesses are now is rebounding. So we got to work on that.
Well, and actually rebounding has been something, that you guys have been struggling with and really trying to make better in a situation. And tonight, you kind of fell behind them a little bit, 19 rebounds to their 24. Oof. And so, yeah. And then the assist thing, we kind of don't want to bring it up too much, but only 8 assists tonight, which is kind of a little low, too, for you guys.
Got to work on that.
Always things to work on, always things that you can try to do better with. But let's go to Kellen. Of course, for everybody who doesn't know, recently committed to Georgetown for football. So you excited for that?
I am, but I'm a little nervous. I've been here my whole life with all my friends, and now I gotta go into the real world now, and it's just gonna be different.
Yeah. Yeah, and you looking, I'm assuming, defensive back, I think, is what they're looking at for you. You're going to run the ball.
I'm going to be a slot.
Oh, okay. A slot receiver. There you go.
Cooper Cup.
But still, great job out here tonight. Of course, we talked about the speed of the offense of Bardstown, and we've always, called you in the nicest way we can a pest when you're out there on defense, not going for those head fakes or anything like that. Stay in front of your guys. And is that something that really drives you? Is that something that you're just like, you are not going to beat me?
Yes. You just got to, I guess it's a little more pride, because you don't want anyone beating you out there, because it's just you're letting your teammates down, you're letting your coaches down. It's something you don't want to happen when it comes to basketball. And you can see Coach Burns pushing all of us to be like that, but
yeah,
it's part of the game when you get beat sometimes.
Yeah. Well, let's go. The man, Dawson. The myth, the legend, up here, D-Bar.
Hey, Dawson, you're the engine behind all this. What does it mean for you to be here and be going out with this group of guys right here?
It's just a lot. It's real great. This is a fun group of kids. I mean, I've met them different years. I've been with, Adam, Kellen, and Drew since 5th grade, whenever we started playing for the middle school. And then as times went on, we've added Luke, we've added Cam, we've added Keaton. I mean, this is just a strong group. Out of all the teams in the whole state, there's not another team that I'd pick. I love this group. Yeah. The energy's great. We're there, and I think we have the potential to do very well. And I don't.
That's the best manager in the nation.
Hey, I appreciate it. They give me all the support, but I don't do nearly all the work. They're the ones that do the work. Them, the coaches. I'm just here to help out, to contribute, to make it just a little bit better. But they're the ones that do all the work.
I'm not going to do this to you all because there's so many of you. We did it to the girls for senior night, but Dawson, you're somebody I think people out there would like to hear from. Being a senior this year, if there's one message you could leave behind for the underclassmen, what would it be?
It'd probably to just follow your dreams, and I would recommend to just help one another. Like whenever I was younger, I needed help from others because of my cancer story and all that, and so I needed the help of the doctors, the nurses, my peers, families, all that. So just do something to support someone else. You may not know what they're going through, but if you support them and be their light, then who knows, it might make it better. And that's why I'd be a part of this team. If anything else, I just want to make it a little bit of a brighter place each day at practice and each game. So I try and help with what I can and let them do the rest of the work.
Love that. I love that.
Well, guys, we're not going to keep you. We got. I know your mom's has got this whole. They've probably been
Yeah.
out here taking pictures the whole time. I know they've got a big thing set up for you over in the cafeteria. I do want to say one thing. GHP Sports started 4 years ago. So
That's right.
this class was a freshman
The
when all
freshman
this
class.
started, and we followed you guys throughout your high school career. And I want to say, with adding Keaton and Cam and Luke as the time went along, it's been a pleasure
It has.
of mine to
We love all of you.
be
we
here to
recognize
watch
y'all.
at least every home game.
We
And
recognize y'all too. Like y'all the best that does anything like this ever. Like
Thank you, guys.
anywhere.
Thank you.
We got
We
John's stuff,
appreciate
too.
that.
I think I got John.
You got me something?
And then we got Charlie.
Who got
yours
Bo?
is behind you.
I got Robert right here.
Yours is right there. And then we got Charlie and Justin. I don't know where they are.
They left, but I can get it to them.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys very much. That's very nice of you.
We Got love you a all gift. of you.
Go celebrate with the family. We'll be in there. Somebody said cake. I'll not be far behind you.
Just save us a piece. Just save us a piece.
Hey, we appreciate y'all.
Oh, no. We thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. Hey.
How about that? Our 2024 seniors, everybody.
Yeah, coming up.
They can't hear a word I'm saying. I will. Thank
Burns going to stay in here with us? Hey, you got that headset for him?
Photo time, Charlie.
Hey, smile at GHP one time. Smile at GHP one time. I want to get thumbnail. Hey, yeah, thumbnail.
Who's out? Okay, we're good? Yep. Thank
Coach,
you.
we're here. We'll give you this one. Drew sweated all over it.
Yeah.
No. Thank you, guys. Coach, tough one tonight. Another one of those you talked to the other night about not playing your A game and still being able to get the win. Kind of another one of those tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough playing senior night. Heck, it's tough for me emotionally,
A lot of
too,
distractions.
So, yeah. But, I was mad at him, but there are some times we still played really well. So, it's just one of those things. Like, it's the end of the season. You're just wanting to be as good as possible. And sometimes, like a mistake in a game like this or the other night, and you sit there and you already fast forward a week ahead of time and think, well, we can't make – It just kind of – it probably means – I probably harp on it more than anybody else.
Well, I mean, we got
to be that way.
You're going to go home and you're going to watch this game, and like us sitting back here with these stats, you're going to see things that you're like, all right, we got to fix this. We got to fix this.
Yeah.
What stood out to you over there on the sideline that you felt we were kind of lacking in tonight?
Well, our defense wasn't very good, and I know they only scored 47, but they're shorthanded, and we were just not very good defense. I'm not going to give out all the keys to why, but look, we've played a lot better since Christmas, and probably the number one reason, there's a lot of things, but probably the biggest thing is we've defensive rebound, and we haven't defensive rebound very well in the last really week and a half. I mean, we're going to the glass offensively, but we're not defense, and that makes our defense. I mean, it makes our defensive numbers look worse too because we're giving up points because we don't get the rebound. So
yeah, actually, according to our numbers, Bardstown 24 rebounds, 8 of those offensive rebounds.
Yeah, like when I get that breakdown the next day, I mean, like the other night, like Bullitt East offensive rebound 33%. So basically,
one out of every three.
Yeah, they get an offensive rebound, and that can't you're not going to beat really the teams we need to beat doing that. So I mean, to say we harp on it is to say that at the least. I mean, we're
you could tell periods during the game you was not happy with this group.
Yeah.
There was probably the second 4 minutes down to the end of the third quarter, and then you started the fourth quarter with 5 that's normally not starters on the floor. Was that letting those guys get playing time, rest up, or
I'm not going to lie, I was going to do it way earlier. My assistant coaches kept telling me, no, not yet. But I'd had enough. And look, that's like, they responded. I'll give them that credit. But those younger kids came out. Like, and Adam Medley was one of those kids. I tell you, like I think I don't remember if I said this the other night, but Adam Medley has set the tone for our team since we've come back for Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a monster in practice. Like, and he gets on people like he's 5'9", and like, and when he's getting rebounds over our big guys, like, it's bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things like, oh crap. And hey, and he'll tell him right after he just got an offensive rebound on him in practice. Like, that can't freaking happen. Like, there's no way I can get a rebound over you.
Well, and we've actually talked about this before with Adam. Very, very deep senior class for you this year, and there's a lot of teams out there. Adam Medley would be starting for.
Yeah, and there's a lot of teams that we've, that he I wish we could redshirt him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, he set the tone with that group, which you're talking about there, at the start of the fourth quarter, into the third quarter there, and that's what it's all about. And like, those kids know, like, I mean, those kids feed off of what he does, and for him to come in and do that, just it gave the rest of those guys a lift, and we played a lot better after that.
Over the last week, this is a big senior class you're losing. Six, and a lot of floor experience out of those 6 guys. A couple of them 3-year starters. But in the last week, you've had your freshman team and your JV team win the 30th district tournament for those particular levels. The cupboard seems like it's still pretty full.
We got a good group. And we talk about practices. I mean, that's been another thing too. Like, I mean, we can play 18 kids and split our teams every day and not drop a beat. So,
and that's huge.
I mean, it goes a long way, especially when you just start adding up good practices and add up days and days and days, and and it's good for them, it's good for our seniors, it's good for all of us. So,
well, and you speak of those JV players, and just not to harp on it anymore or try to get back to it much, but we talk about that end of the third, beginning of the fourth, where you had that different lineup, and you had a lot of boys on the floor that played in that tournament today in JV, and still
played their 5th game of the day.
Yeah, and Bardstown still, even though they were slowly crawling back, it wasn't like they were shocking us and driving back into that game, and so it was great play by them on tired legs.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why that JV game didn't look as good as it did, but I don't know. Sometimes I say they're 15 and 16-year-old kids. Surely they can't be tired, right? They are, though. I mean, like you said, like that was a good. I mean, that was a testament to them too. So,
yeah.
But I tell you, man, it's like we when this group of sophomores, we kind of changed some things, just kind of our culture, and we kind of did like a little. They called it Motivational Mondays. That's not originally what I called it, but they took it, and we just thought we could be just a little bit better culture-wise, like our energy on the bench, and I look, I mean, I remember playing this day, we got picked whatever that was 17th in the region the one year, so when these guys were sophomores, and we were maybe a little surprised on how good, but we knew we'd still be pretty good. And we'd lost 7 seniors before that, but at the same time, we knew we needed just a little bit more of a, like a energy kick. And man, that group. So to get them credit, because that was the first group, they were sophomores. Like our bench, I mean, I don't know how many times this year we've had officials tell us like, "Hey, sit down," and like. And that's it's just contagious. Like, in our JV game today, like they're doing the same thing in the JV game. There's only 50 people in the stands. And same thing with our and like that's a testament to those seniors, because they've, that's something that they've took on.
Well, we've talked about it a few times on the air about how winning breeds winning. And it's the same thing with the attitude. The positive attitude will breed positive and also breed winning in itself. And when you're looking at this program, looking at these young ones that will be coming up through, even kids that are in middle school right now, I mean, that's a testament to these seniors that we have now.
Yeah,
and the culture, and like you mentioned, the culture, the attitudes, the way they win games and how they act, that's just drawing these younger kids into the game.
Yep.
And it's just going to continue giving you a lot of kids to choose from.
I say, and this goes even back to, my first year, but, I open the gym every single morning for anybody that wants to come in and do their own thing, and I'm here for an hour before school starts, whatever, and it's been the way for 11 years, and we'd have a couple come in those first couple years, and then we'd have maybe a couple more the next couple years, but I mean, like these last 2 weeks, we've had like 9 or 10. We've basically had our entire varsity team sitting in here, coming in here at 6:30, and like those are the Cam Cox and the Luke Earharts and now the Samuel Seawrights and the Brady Smiths. Like those kids are they just follow and now it's going to be their time.
Now
here
next
soon,
year
but
they'll leave.
Yeah, and they will. I mean it's
Coach,
we always say it's a little extra. What can you do the little extra? And they do the extra.
Tonight is 11 in a row. I'm told that is a school record.
Yeah,
in
I don't know
season.
either.
I
That's
don't know for
what,
sure
Jeff
about
said.
that. But next week, 3 games next week and 3 tough places to go all in a row.
Yeah, that wasn't originally designed, but we had to move the North Hardin game. So that'll be tough out of region. And they got a good team, really athletic. And going to Owen County, and Coach
No
Duvall.
Teagan Moore, but
but hey, I tell you what, man, Coach Duvall has kicked our butt 2 years in a row. So, especially coming on a back-to-back, we kind of like it because you're going to have to do that in the regional tournament as well. So hopefully that's we're setting ourselves up for that, and then Doss. So 3 road games. So.
Yeah, and we won't get to see you again until Wednesday of the district tournament at Shelby County. Be the next chance that we get to watch you all play and to have you all with GHP Sports. And but still, I mean, right now, riding high, doing great. I mean, it's rough patches here and there, but boys are pulling through.
I mean, we're playing a lot better. So
enjoy these times, Coach. They don't happen all the time.
I know.
Hey, go in there with your team, man.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you for coming up here. Coach Jason Burns tonight, our Kelly Hubbock coaches interview, and John.
Yeah.
Bears pick up win number 11 in a row, 70-47 over Bardstown, and that is the last boys' home game of the year. It's flown by.
It's kind of sad, really. I mean, now we're looking at the next time. Of course, next week we do have the girls.
Tuesday.
Against Butler will be their last home game. And then after that, Bo, we won't have anything here at Spencer County High School until we start football next fall. I mean, you and I won't.
Yes.
GHP will still be here with some baseball and softball. But, I mean, for us, we're going to be in the off season for a little bit. So
a little break.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know, maybe somebody out there will hire us just to come sit in their living room and talk sports. Fill our time somehow.
I'm good with that.
But anyway, I'm good. I think it's been a great night, great victory for
full house.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, the crowds have been great over the last 2 or 3 weeks, especially. But big victory tonight, 70-47. Bears move to, I think that's now 18.
Yes, 18 victories.
18-8 on the season, 11 victories in a row, and they will play Owen County, North Hardin, and Doss next week. But for me and you, John, we got the girls here Tuesday night against a top 10 Butler team.
Yeah.
Got one girl going to Jacksonville University, one going to the University of Kentucky.
Yeah.
On that squad. So come out here and watch the last home game of the year for the girls. If not, that game starts at 7:30. John and I will be on about 7 o'clock with the pregame, and hope you tune in to us. But other than that, that'll be the last one here for the year. The following week is district, man.
It's been a great season for these boys in this gym this year. It's been fun to be here and be involved with this and to see what this senior-laden team has been able to do. And I'm telling you what, the season's far from over, and they're not looking too shabby, Bo.
No. 8th region's wide open, that's for sure, too. Again, your final score tonight, Spencer County 70, Bardstown 47. We'll see you Tuesday night on GHP Sports.